Hello, Krieger, 5th grade students. My name is Mr. Rolsch. I'm the band director at the junior high. Normally, in late April or early May, I get a chance to either bring some of my band students down to Krieger and talk to you about joining band, or you guys get to come up and see my room and we get to perform for you in my room. Obviously, this year's a little bit different, but I still wanted to give you that experience and I still wanted to talk to you about joining band. Many of you probably know that band in Fowlerville is a really big deal. If you've ever been to a football game on a Friday night, you've seen the marching band performing, or if you've ever seen the homecoming parade or Christmas in the Ville, you've probably seen the marching band through there. Maybe some of you guys have older siblings or relatives that have been in band, and so you've gotten a chance to go and see us in the Alverson Center. This is a super cool opportunity for you to join band and do some of those things that you had seen there. So today what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a chance to see every instrument that you might be able to play. We're gonna talk a little bit about how band works with other things that you might be having in your schedule, like sports or drama or just your schedule up at the junior high in general. So without any further ado, what I'd first like to talk about is scheduling. So for scheduling, first off, I bet there are some of you out there that absolutely love gym. I know that I was one of those people. I like taking part in those activities. I bet there's also some folks out there who don't like gym so much. Well, regardless, you will get 9 weeks of gym in your 6th grade year. Same situation with art. If you love art or if you don't like art so much, you're gonna get 9 weeks of art. You're also gonna get 9 weeks of healthy living and computers. So these are all things that no matter what, you have to take. And so each of those are on 9-week quarters. You'll change those every quarter. Next up, next year, you are gonna take all 4 of your core classes. So you're gonna take math, you're gonna take social studies, science, and you're gonna take ELA. So you take 6 classes during the day up at the junior high. 4 of them are taken up by your core classes. 1 will be one of those rotating classes, and then your 6th one is up to you. Now you only have one choice when it comes to that, and it's as simple as band or no band. If you decide no band, you're gonna be in what's called Explore class. And so now Explore is a class that you would take with your homeroom teacher, and you would do things like working on some additional assignments, maybe some silent reading and things like that. But if you choose band, then you automatically, no audition, anything like that, you are automatically enrolled in band. Now some folks think, well, it's difficult. How am I supposed to be able to join band if I don't know how to play an instrument? Well, of course, that's my job. If I expected you to come into band knowing how to play your instrument already, then I wouldn't really be that good of a teacher. So my job is to teach you how to play your instrument. Now, I will not say no to anybody. If you want to come in and be a part of this program, you get to join and we get to play as long as you are in band. I do want to show you all of the different instruments that we're going to be able to play. And then we'll talk a little bit about how we would go about selecting instruments and things like that. So the instruments that you could choose from are flute, which is in the woodwind family, clarinet and alto saxophone, which is in the woodwind family. Then in the brass family, you have the choice of French horn, trumpet, trombone, or euphonium. And we'll give you a chance to see what all those look like as well. And lastly, you could choose percussion as well. So what I want to do now, I've had some of my 6th grade band students submit a video of themselves playing their instrument for you so you can see what it sounds like, what it looks like, how to hold it, all of that stuff. So we will start with our flutes. So I'm sure there are some of you who maybe already have an instrument, so you've kind of got that decided. We'll talk about how to choose instruments later, but I want to show you what they are first. So flute, you're going to get Grace Miller from First Hour Band playing flute for you. Here you go.
Hi, my name is Grace Miller. I'm in the 6th grade First Hour Band, and I play the flute. Today, I will be playing Hot Cross Buttons.
Next instrument we're going to show for you is the clarinet. That's a part of the woodwind family. Bethy Marshall is a student from First Hour Band who's going to show you this piece that she composed for her clarinet. Here you go.
Elizabeth Marshall. I play the clarinet. I made this piece and I want to play it for you. Super fun. I really hope you join because it's super enjoyable. Thank you. Bye.
Next instrument we're going to show you is the alto saxophone, played by Anna Horn from our 6th Hour Band this year. Alto saxophone is also part of the woodwind family, which means that it uses a reed to create the sound. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Anna and I play alto saxophone. You should join band because it's the best part of my day every single day, and it's super easy to make friends there. Also, you don't have to know anything about music to join band, and Mr. Rolsh is super nice.
The next instrument that we're going to introduce is the trumpet. This is the highest instrument in the brass family. The sound is produced by using a metal mouthpiece, firming up your lips and buzzing through them. So this is the trumpet, played by Lexi Taylor from our 6th Hour Band class.
Hi, I'm Alexis Taylor and I play trumpet. Today I will be playing a piece called Down by the Station.
The next instrument you're about to hear is French horn.
Hi, my name is Grant Cardell and I play the French horn. An interesting fact about the French horn is that while it looks compact stretched out, it's actually about the size of a tuba. The French horn is a very beautiful instrument and I will play you a little piece.
A little bit larger now, we move on to the trombone. The trombone moves with the slide. This is Tanner Dyer playing the trombone for you.
Hi, I'm Tanner Dyer and I play the trombone.
The last instrument in the brass family that we'll show you today is the euphonium, also known as the baritone. This is like a small tuba, so if you wanted to play tuba or the sousaphone like you've seen wrapped around some students in the marching band, this is going to be the instrument that you'll probably want to start on. This is also the instrument that I play. Isley Rocco from our 6th Hour Band class is going to go ahead and play this for you. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Isley. I play the euphonium and I will be doing a theme of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Last instrument I want to show you today is really a group of instruments, and this is the percussion section. Now, before we start with this, I want to warn you that lots of folks, when they come into 6th grade band, say that, all right, I want to do percussion and that's all I want to do. Percussion is extremely difficult because you're learning multiple instruments at the same time and you're expected to keep up with everybody at the same time. So usually you've got to be really motivated if you want to be a percussionist. You've got to be pretty self-sufficient in kind of learning all of this stuff at the same time. You're gonna have to put in a lot of extra practice. So percussion is a rather difficult instrument Without any further ado, this is Nolan Peterson playing the bell kit, which is a part of the percussion section.
Hey, my name is Nolan Peterson. I play percussion. Here's a piece out of our band book that I'm gonna play for you guys.
If you've been around the district a while, you'll probably recognize our high school band director, Mr. Vleek. I've asked him to pop in and say a few words about joining band. Here he is.
Hello, potential Fowlerville band students. My name is Mr. Vleek, and I am the band director at the high school. I also work very closely with Mr. Roach down at Fowlerville Junior High School, and I wanted to add my comments to what I'm sure Mr. Roach has told you or is going to tell you. The band is one of the coolest things that you can do in junior high school. Not only do you get to learn an instrument, which is a completely unique and exciting thing, but I can tell you that band is also the first place that I learned how to become a better singer, a better songwriter. I was first introduced to instruments like the ukulele and guitar you see behind me here. I also learned the piano. You can see my piano here. This is our music room. And I made friends that I have had for my entire life. Band is such a cool, energetic, fun, exciting place to be. I can't recommend it any higher. You really should think very, very hard about joining band.
I'd like to go ahead and address any questions that are commonly asked that make it so people think that they can't do band. For example, a lot of people have approached me and said, "Hey, Mr. Rolsh, I like doing sports, especially football. I probably can't do band then if I'm looking to do sports." That is 100% not true. At this point in your life, sports are the cheapest and easiest to take part in than they will be ever in your life. So I, as a band director, as a teacher, as an athlete myself, don't want you to miss out on that at this part of your life right now. When I was in school, I played lacrosse for 7 years. I ran track, I played basketball. I tried to do a lot of different things, and band never kept me from that, and we're gonna make sure that happens for you as well. The scenario where you get to high school and say you're on the varsity football team, a lot of people go, "Well, how am I supposed to play football but also be in the marching band?" We have a really great relationship with the high school and really at the junior high too, the sports coaches. We have a really good relationship with them in trying to make sure that, you know, all the schedules line up and you can do exactly what you want to do. This is true also if you're involved in things like drama club, in the plays, in the, you know, Fowlerville community musicals. We don't want band to get in the way of that, and it rarely ever does. And when a conflict comes up, we take care of that right away. Now, with band, aside from what you have to do in class, there are only really, people think there are so many commitments that you have to take care of after the school day is through. Well, really, if you're a 6th grade band student, there's only 3 after school activities that you take part in, and that's the 3 concerts. One is in December, one usually typically is in March, and the other one is in May. So not that many after school commitments. Where do you go from here? How do you decide if you do want to do band? How do you sign up? And what are the steps to take from here? Now, normally, after this presentation, what we would do is I would send a packet home to everybody. Well, this isn't available to us at this moment in time. So what I have done is I've made a condensed version of that packet, and it's gonna go home with everybody who has requested a printed packet from the school district, and that will be picked up at the next packet pickup. I will also have this packet that I've made up sent. Mrs. DeLacy will send this to all students in 5th grade, so you can decide if you want to do that or not. Now, if you decide that yes, band is for me, I totally want to do band, I've included my email address in that packet, and what I would like you to do is email me, and there's a few questions that I've asked. Essentially, you know, what are your top 3 instrument choices? Have you been involved with music before? Who's your homeroom teacher? Contact information and stuff like that. So you can either send that email to me. My email is rolshj@fowlervilleschools.org. You can check that out on the handout, or you can go ahead and email Miss DeLacy as well, and she'll send that information over to me. If you send me that email, then we'll go ahead and take care of it and you will automatically be put on the roster for band next year. The next step is acquiring an instrument. Some of us already know what instrument we're gonna play. Maybe a relative of ours has played it and they've given us one of those instruments. That's totally fine. That will be something that you indicate in the email to me. Otherwise, we will probably have an instrument fitting night where we bring in a vendor. It'll be Meridian Winds out of Okemos, and they'll have lots of different instruments to try, and they're sanitizing all of them in between. And then we go ahead and figure out what's going to be best for you. We'll also do, if you're interested in percussion, we'll do some percussion like auditions of sorts at that time. Or if that's unable to happen due to current circumstances, when we get back to school, I can always do the fittings at the beginning of the year. So right now we're really just trying to decide, do you want to do band or are you still thinking about it? I would encourage you, if you have any questions, please go ahead and contact me, okay? Let's see if I have anything. Oh, if you want to do band at some point in your life, but you decide not to do it in 6th grade, it is incredibly difficult to join band after the fact. The last things I'll leave you with is, I just want to go back and remember that if you are going into 6th grade, you have one option when it comes to your scheduling. You have the choice of band or no band. Now, there's no penalty to joining band, and a lot of people at the beginning of the year actually do switch into band. But I would like to try and get the best numbers we can right now. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you guys and your family are staying safe. Again, I am Mr. Rolsh, the junior high band director. I hope to see you next year. Take care.